What do you think of when you hear the term man's best friend? For me, I think of my dog, but for other people, it may be their cat. Either way you look at it, your furry friend comes to mind. In recent years, more and more people are becoming new pet owners by purchasing puppies or kittens or by adopting young pets from animal shelters. As a veterinary assistant, the first thing I ask these new pet owners is whether they plan to spay or neuter their pet. I've worked at the Brooklynn Weaver and Alexander Animal Hospital for almost a year now, and I've seen firsthand the benefits that comes with spaying and neutering your pet. And today I want to go over some of the health benefits that comes with spaying and neutering your pet and how it can impact pet populations. People have become increasingly conscious about their pet's overall health. Working in animal medicine, my colleagues and I are often asked what preventative steps owners can take to improve the overall health and longevity of their pet. Some of these steps may be small, like putting their pet on heartworm prevention or by properly measuring the dosage of their pet's food to prevent obesity. But oftentimes people don't realize that spaying and neutering their pet can actually help their pet live longer. The U.S. National Library of Medicine published an article written by Michael Kent and his colleagues that showed the association of golden retrievers that died from cancer-related mortalities versus the number of these golden retrievers that were spayed and neutered. While this study did show no correlation between gonadectomy and cancer prevention, it did show that female spayed golden retrievers lived almost 3 years longer than intact female golden retrievers. In this graph, it shows that females that were not spayed that died of non-cancer related deaths had a median life expectancy of just under 5 years. While on the other side of the females that were spayed that died of non-cancer related deaths, their median age at death was between 5 and 10 years, which was roughly about 7.5 years. This is a very drastic jump that can be achieved by just a small procedure. Another important reason that veterinarians recommend spaying or neutering your pet is due to cancer prevention. Dr. John Berg wrote an article called The Spay and Neuter Controversy. In this article, he showed the correlation between number of heat cycles that a female dog has before being spayed and their risk of mammary cancer. Dr. Berg points out that if the female dog was spayed before their first heat cycle, which is roughly about 5 to 6 months of age, their risk of cancer is 0.05%, which is noted by this little pink sliver on the pie chart. Dr. Berg then points out that their risk of cancer jumps to 26% if the procedure is put off until after their third heat cycle, which is noted by this orange piece in the pie chart. If the dog was never spayed, their risk of cancer goes up to almost 74%, which is noted by this large blue section. Dr. Berg also notes that spaying can most benefit the pet if it is done before puberty in the early stages of life. This is due to the fact that by removing the ovarian hormones, you can drastically reduce risk of cancer if done before puberty. The last and most important reason to spay and neuter your pet is due to overpopulation. In an article published by the Humane Society of the United States called Why Should You Spay and Neuter Your Pet?, it notes that nearly 300,000 pets are euthanized in animal shelters every year. While there are shelters that do follow a no-kill protocol, some of these shelters have to make room for the many homeless pets that are brought in every day. Even our own Rutherford County Paws shelter euthanized 211 animals in September 2016 alone. In an article published by News Channel 5 reporter Sarah McCarthy, she posted these numbers on there, and I did a little bit more research and found the statistics on Paw's website that showed that out of the 211 animals that were euthanized, 42 of them were dogs, 163 were cats, and 6 were other various animals that were left homeless, making their euthanasia rate 35% of all animals that come through Paw's shelter. This can be drastically reduced by just this one simple procedure. Working as an animal technician has shown me a lot about animal welfare, and as I continue to learn more, and from the examples that I've described to you today, I think the best thing you can do for prevention of diseases and overall animal health is to spay and neuter your pet. This can also reduce the number of pets that are left without a home in a forever family. I believe every animal deserves a happy and healthy life. Thank you.